What these words, independence, freedom, and liberty mean really? The root of these ideologies generated from the great thinkers of the age of enlightenment, such as Rousseau, Hobbes, and Koch. Rousseau believed that liberty without equality is not liberty at all. Without giving them equality, people can never be free. The point is that if we do not consider the liberty and freedom of others in society, it creates a dangerous trap. Dissatisfaction in society would increase. By freedom, I simply do not mean the freedom of speech. I mean economic liberty too. If you look at the practical example of this, then in the Nordic countries like Iceland and Norway, here equality doesn't mean that everyone will be given same wealth. Equality means that everyone will be given equal opportunities. If a beggar wants to start his food stall, he should be able to get enough funds so that he can afford the initial investment to start the food stall. If a child from middle class family wants to become an astronaut, when she grows up, then his or her family should have the funds to ensure good education for the children. But here, when children become mature to understand their family problems, many of them shift their attention from study to employment. Therefore, everyone should have the opportunity to succeed. The starting line should be same so that no person has to struggle for food, water, shelter or education. After managing all his or her expenses, an average person should have enough funds to afford a livable life with it. Rousseau says in his book, The Social Contract, that no man should be so rich that he can buy another, nor should a man be so poor that he has to sell himself. Let's take an example of multidimensional poorer. They say that society doesn't care about them, neither does the government. So why should they be a law-abiding citizen? This sentiment can develop naturally among people because in the absence of economic liberty in society, many people are forced to commit crimes for profit. In this case, they can either beg to survive or die. The third option is to commit crimes like theft. This is the same reason for small-scale corruptions. Let's take the example of a traffic police. He stands on the road the entire day in the heat and pollution. He is overworked and underpaid. And then he sees scams of millions and billions in newspapers by politicians and business persons. Naturally, he will develop the sentiment that there are billions of rupees worth, while he is standing in the middle of the road. So what's wrong with him taking a bribe of rupees 100? So the next time he catches someone breaking the traffic rules, instead of leaving a fine, he chooses to take a bribe. In Nepal, the MPI report 2021 shows that 17.4% or almost 5 million of the people of 28.6 million are poor, and this has reduced strongly since the 2014 level of 30%. This means that in the 5 years period 2014 to 2019, 12.7% of the population of Nepal, a total of 3.1 million people, left poverty. MPI report 2021 shows that over 11.6% people are MPI poor and live in households that do not have any member who has completed 6 years of schooling. MPI examines poverty from more than income perspective. It includes nutrition, child mortality, years of schooling, housing and assets. It is academically validated, transparent and trusted measure of poverty, and it is globally comparative. In Nepal, the deprivation in years of schooling and nutrition have the largest contribution to overall multidimensional poverty, and children are still the poorest age group. The point is that we can try to make this country free when we think about the liberty of those people around us. Only doing so can the country become a developed nation, and we have a long way to ensure this freedom. Thank you very much.